everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm covering how you can land your product marketing manager interview even if you have no prior direct PMM experience. And if you're new here, my name is Natalie Allison and I have 8 years of direct PMM experience and 10 years of experience in the tech industry. I've gone on to lead product launches that have made 1.8 million in 7 months and 202K in 30 days. And I'm here to help you because I have job hopped literally every year of my 20s, admittedly, and so I have been on hundreds and hundreds of interviews. I've met with tons of different hiring managers with their different biases and expectations. And so I'm here to deliver that knowledge to you, no gatekeeping, and help you really ace that interview even if you don't have previous experience. All right, let's get into it. First and foremost, one of the pillars of being a great product marketer is that you're a strong communicator, either written or orally. And so I think it's really important to start building up a portfolio. This is an actionable thing that you can do right now, even if you don't have experience. You can find templates for data sheets, ebooks, etc. online. You can use free tools like Grammarly to check your spelling, and also free tools like Canva, which does have a free offering, that have amazing designs where you can put your best foot forward. Oftentimes, hiring managers are looking for you to prove that you're a really good communicator through your written work, especially in take-home assignments, etc. So I think if you can build up a portfolio, even if you can start looking on LinkedIn, making comments about product launches, maybe looking at the messaging and positioning that product marketers are doing, attending events, is another good way of learning these skills even if you don't have prior experience. Next, product marketing is a highly strategic role, but at the end of the day, you need to show that you can roll up your sleeves and you can do the hard work. You need to show that you can execute on projects. So even if you don't have product marketing experience, can you think to yourself, in my current experience, I've led XYZ project, or I've created an event from scratch. And you can get really creative with things like this, even talking about maybe planning and managing your wedding. Whatever it is, show that you took initiative, that there was a lot of project management that you did to complete the task, and that you brought together a group to complete a shared goal. Next is that PMMs, as you've probably heard in a lot of my videos in the past, are highly cross-functional. I would argue one of the most cross-functional positions at an organization. Oftentimes we hear that product marketing is defined as the intersection between marketing, sales, and product. Now there's a lot of different definitions out there that might go even deeper than that they're the intersection of even more different teams that you might not even have heard of. If you're from small organizations, you might not have a customer success team or a renewals team, but at the core, PMM is cross-functional, and you're going to be working with a lot of different teams who have different communication styles, different goals. So it's really important to show that you have experience, even in your current role, even if it's not directly product marketing, that you can bring together really diverse teams towards that shared goal. So again, if you can think of a project that you can do right now at your current job, or even if you're unemployed, if you can think back to your experience and say, okay, we all worked on XYZ project. I helped to facilitate that. I created meetings to kick things off, to share our shared goals with everybody, get everybody on board. Then this is gonna help you to stand out on your product marketing interviews. I talk about this a lot in my previous videos. I used to be in sales, and so I like to give examples of when I transitioned from sales into product marketing. And I took a look around, at different teams that needed help, right? Some teams don't have as much interaction with our customers or prospects as a sales rep does. I started creating these very specific industry email cadences. So I used my sales automation tool and I started creating these different emails talking about the use cases or how different customers in different industries could use our product to solve a common problem in their industry or in their role, right? And I started looking at what was working really well, what was leading to people being interested in talking to me and really piquing their interest. And so I looked at the data from my sales automation tool, and then I went and helped the product marketers and I said, hey, I think that, customers in XYZ vertical really care about this feature, or they really care about this problem that they're looking to solve. So it really helped the product marketers to think differently about their messaging. And there's a lot of different examples of projects that you can do. That's just one example. There's also things like creating like a best practice guide. So if you're in customer success, you're talking with customers all the time, right? You're handling their accounts, making sure they're happy, making sure that they're getting the most value from their investment. And so who better to create a best practice guide? Hey, this is something that you bought. This is how you implement it. This is how you roll it out. Maybe you implement it with the admin kind of user of a software, for example, but they don't know how to roll it out to their team who's actually going to use it day to day. So you can create a best practice guide, really step by step breaking down how you not only implement the tool, but also how you can help their teams be successful, reduce their training time, reduce their onboarding with a new tool. Because oftentimes new tools, new systems, software, it takes a lot of time for people to get to know where things are, how to use it, workflows, etc. So if you can help the end customer, you can help that admin roll it out more successfully, you're making them the hero, right? You're showing their boss they chose the right solution, they chose something that was quick to implement and easy to deploy, which is huge. Because at the end of the day, you're really trying to help your customer shine, and you want to help them to maybe get promoted. You want to help them look good in front of their boss. So this is another great example if you're in customer success, something that you can take advantage of right now if you're interested in product marketing. Now, my next strategy that I recommend is networking. And I know you probably heard this a million times from my videos and also other videos out there, but networking is so important. If you can keep track of those that you've worked with in the past, that you've had really good relationships with, especially if you had a manager that you really idolized and really helped you grow, really saw you and your potential, keep track of them, make sure that you're connected with them, make sure you're checking in with them. But I will say a word of caution because I know today's job market is so tough, right? And you're hearing all this advice from recruiters and from others out there, like thought leaders in the space, saying you need to network. But if you don't have a big network, this can be really hard. And so I'm getting a lot of emails on LinkedIn of people that are like, hey, I see you have a position open at your current company, because I am currently employed, looking for a product marketing role. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think that that's bad that you're reaching out to someone that you think might be the hiring manager or might have influence over the hiring decision for an open product marketing role. But I would caution you, please don't take this overboard. Do not message literally everyone in the product marketing department at a company when there's an open role. It is so awkward. And I know I'm not trying to be mean. I know that you're trying and you're doing all the right things, but I think when you're messaging literally everybody in a product marketing function, you're really creating this sense of awkwardness. And believe me, some teams do know who you are because you've reached out to everyone on the team, and it just creates this kind of icky vibe. So don't do that. Really try to focus on who you think is the hiring manager. Maybe reach out to one or two people in the function, but don't reach out to the whole team. It's really awkward and weird, and it's just not gonna help your chances. Okay, my next proven strategy is that many product marketing positions, they're very specialized, right? And so there's maybe a competitive intelligence role, maybe there's a sales enablement role, maybe there's more of a content heavy role in product marketing. Product marketing is so dynamic, and I love that about it, but it can make it kind of challenging when you're new to trying to land a product marketing role. Like, what do I focus on? And I want to really, really emphasize this, that you need to look at your expertise. Who are you in terms of what unique experience do you have? What unique expertise do you have? And translate that into the kind of role that you're looking for. So I spoke with a PMM hopeful who was really, really in the trenches with Tableau, with these different like business intelligence tools, which is amazing. So she has that kind of technical grasp on systems that maybe a lot of product marketers, I certainly don't know how to use, but a lot of product marketers don't know how to use it. So I think that there's an opportunity for her to use that as her unique talent, right? Her unique expertise that she can bring to the table that maybe other candidates don't have. Also, I think this is something I've talked about in other videos as well. If you are good at public speaking, if you have experience public speaking, if you know how to capture a room, how to tell a conveying story, this could be it's not a silver bullet, but it could be a huge differentiator and huge competitive advantage for you. because I don't think that product marketers have to be extroverted, but you do have to turn it on. You have to be able to talk with customers. You have to be able to deliver a sales training and keep the sales reps' attention, keep them glued to what you're saying. And so it's really important that if you do have that skill, maybe you have a YouTube channel, or maybe you've done a presentation in the past, maybe you have a recording of something that's not strictly internal that you can share to really showcase that I'm an evangelist. I know how to work a room. I know how to tell a story, whether it's a customer, a prospect, or a sales rep internally. This could be huge for you too. So it's all about that strategy of how can I find something in my unique experience, my expertise, that I can double down on that I don't think other candidates have. And a great way to do this is to work with a product marketing coach like myself, and really figure out how to position yourself, because that's what it is. You're positioning yourself. What makes you different? What do you offer? What problems are you really solving for the company? So it's kind of like you're product marketing yourself in a way. So I think if you can demonstrate what you have to bring to the table really effectively and confidently, you're going to shine on your interviews, even if you don't have experience. And I've talked about this in other videos as well, but preparation is so key on product marketing interviews. And I've heard this from many hiring managers before, that they're so surprised that candidates come to the interview without even looking over the company's website, looking at the products, really diving into the role and the job description. It just leaves a very bad taste in the hiring manager's mouth. And you really don't want that, obviously. You're trying to get your product marketing role right. And I think that what's really important here is that it's a really competitive job market right now, as many of you are experiencing. And so I think taking the extra minute, taking the extra time to read through case studies, to look at competitors, to look at reviews, really get a sense of the products out there. What do customers use it for? What problems do they typically encounter, and what does the solution do to help them solve those problems? This is going to go a long way in having a richer conversation with the hiring manager. And remember, again, and I've said this in previous videos as well, 9 times out of 10, I was a hiring manager, so I know this to be true. The hiring manager has advocated so hard to add someone to their team. It is not easy in 2024, 2025, and probably years later to add additional members of the team. It's very tough to get approval. And so there's a lot of expectations that whoever they're bringing in, they need to feel very, very confident that this person is going to work well with others, because again, product marketing is really collaborative, that they're going to get shit done. Because as I talked to you before and earlier in this video, that product marketing is really strategic, but the best product marketers know how to roll up their sleeves and get it done. And then also they're looking for someone that they can ultimately really trust. They want to be able to give a product marketer, even an entry-level product marketer, maybe a problem to solve and let them run with it. So I think if you can really figure out how to look at the job description, make sure that your experience is truly aligned with what they're looking for, and come up with those stories. Come up with specific examples, specific projects, walk them through the problem, the process, the high-level process, and then the result. If you can do that, you're gonna have a very effective conversation with the hiring manager, and I guarantee you'll probably move forward in the process. So just remember that the expectation for the hiring manager is really high, so come prepared to meet and exceed that expectation. Take the time to look at the company's website, take the time to download the product, maybe sign up for a free demo. I know sales reps hate that, but just try to get familiar with the product as much as you can, and write down some notes before your conversation so you're prepared. And then you can ask really good follow-up questions as well about the product, not just about the role itself. Just take that extra time to really prepare. And I promise you, if you practice those stories and those projects, and you follow that kind of solution, the problem, the process, and then the result, you're going to sound really confident on your interviews, and you're going to nail your interview, even if you don't have experience in product marketing. And this is just a pro tip that I've done to really help me prepare for my interviews, is I'll look at the job description and I'll pick a couple lines of requirements that they're looking for, and then I will think of stories in my experience that directly tie to that. And again, following the problem, the process, and the results. So this is just a quick tip for you as you're having your upcoming product marketing interviews. So you have a really concise, clear, evidence of your qualifications to help you nail that product marketing interview. And I also just want to end this video by saying that rejection happens. It's a really tough job market out there, as I don't need to tell you that if you're watching this video, but I just want you to remember, and I talked about this in a previous video as well, that hiring managers at the end of the day are people too. They're not robots, right? They have their own biases. They might be really, really specific on the industry knowledge. They might want someone from industry, is what we hear a lot, which I really disagree with. I think that the greatest product marketers, some of the best product marketers that I've ever met, have come from different roles previously. They were in sales, they were in customer experience, solutions consulting, you name it, management consulting. I've seen great ex-management consultants that have gone on to be very successful product marketers. And at the end of the day, you just need to find that hiring manager that is open to that understands that as long as the person has a good attitude, a get shit done kind of mentality to their work, and is basically a team player and can be trusted, I think all of the other things that we talk about in product marketing can be taught. I really do think that you can learn messaging and positioning. You can learn, how to do buyer interviews. All of this will come with a really good hiring manager, a really good manager for you. I just want to end on that note because I know a lot of people get really frustrated when they're like, why didn't I get that position? Or I had this interview, I thought it went really well. And then all of a sudden the hiring manager, or you get that recruiter email or whatever it is, or the ATS email, which is even worse, saying you didn't get the position or they went with another qualified candidate. And I'm saying this from personal experience. I've interviewed many times, and I've gone on to lead launches that were very successful, and I've been rejected from jobs because I didn't have XYZ niche industry experience, or I didn't have B2C marketing experience. In all honesty, it's bullshit. I just want you to know that. And so please try to stay positive as much as you can. I talk about this in a previous video, but try to take a walk, try to exercise, or even meditate. Try to get in the right frame of mind for your interviews and show up with your most positive, most, prepared self, most confident self. I know it's really difficult sometimes, but I just want to leave you with that you're probably not doing anything wrong. It's just maybe you're encountering a lot of hiring managers that have a very narrow-minded view of who would be very successful in product marketing. And I'm here to tell you that you can transition into product marketing even if you don't have direct product marketing experience, even in 2024, 2025. So please keep that in mind and stay positive, and you've got this. And there you have it. There are some proven strategies that I've even used in my experience to break into product marketing even without direct product marketing experience. So thank you so much for watching this video if you made it this far. And if you love product marketing or you're interested in product marketing, please feel free to like and subscribe my channel. I have several different playlists for you, such as the product marketing interview playlist, which you can check out at the end of this video. So I'm really excited to help you break into product marketing, even if you're not from a traditional product marketing background. Alrighty, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. Bye.